there was a famous company, almost monopolistic. It was called Nokia. Very strangely, this company has disappeared. How did it happen? And the answer from Steven was, we listened to market research. Somebody called Steve Jobs came with an idea that was not written in any market research book. The lesson is very simple. The creativity of innovation, it comes from two things: from human creativity and from human intuition. None of these things are in the power of market research.
Many companies do not launch a new product without testing it with consumers. Some organizations take it to ridiculous levels of qualifying new launches. Yet most new product launches fail. Why do you think this is the case?
Very good question. There is one underlying truth that we often forget. Market research tells you about the past, at best about the present, never about the future. Why? Because consumers, they don't know what the future is. They don't know what they want until when they get a product in their hands and they realize by using it, by looking at it, that this is really what they need. Almost never, in my experience, I've seen a new creative product, a breakthrough, coming from market research. The creativity of innovation, in my opinion, it comes from two things: from human creativity, from human brain, and from human intuition. None of these things are in the power of market research. I can mention one episode. We all know that there was a famous company that was almost monopolistic into the mobile telephony area. It was called Nokia, Finnish company. And very strangely, this company has disappeared. How did it happen? This is precisely the question that a journalist asked to the last CEO of Nokia prior to the acquisition that was done by Microsoft, Stephen Elop. And the question was, why didn't you see it coming? That there was some wave of consumer needs that you completely missed. And the answer from Stephen was, we listened to market research. And what was market research telling us? Consumers, they wanted three things when it comes to mobile telephone. A phone that was cheaper, so that we could penetrate millions of masses in emerging markets. A phone that was smaller, more practical, more convenient, that goes in any pocket or in any purse. And a phone that had a long-lasting battery, particularly into emerging market where access to electricity is not easy. And then what happened? Somebody called Steve Jobs came with an idea that was not written in any market research book. There was exactly the opposite of these three things. A phone that was a much higher price, that created immense value into the industry. A phone that was having a very small lasting battery. The first iPhones, even less than a day. And a phone that was bigger. And now it's going to get bigger and bigger, obviously. So nobody knows the future. Particularly, there is no way of analyzing that can tell you the future. It can help you, it can drive, can channel your attention, but I think it's very difficult to replace human creativity and human intuition. The lesson is very simple. You use, obviously, the data. You use what comes from market research. You need to understand what the consumers are used to, what they were doing, what they're doing today, what they like. But ultimately, the breakthrough will not come from there. It will come from your innovation process and from your ability to find something sharp, cornery, that breaks through the status quo.
Wow. I think you're suggesting quite uncommon ideas here in the sense that you're really betting on yourself and your team in such cases. And, you could be right, you could be wrong, but I think the important thing is to back your people, right? The people that you put in charge of coming up with these sort of initiatives, and you back yourself.
Yes. So clearly, the way of innovating, which I've experienced also in the last years, it's more having a small commando of people coming with initiatives, with ideas, and then doing micro tests. A test in a market, a test in a region, trying to understand what is the response. Obviously, there are negativities by doing so. You expose your idea to competition or to other people that they should not know, but at the same time, you are able to develop a better understanding of what are the new consumer trends without incurring into hundreds of thousands of dollars of market research spending.
Fail fast, but fail at as a lower cost as possible. But at this end of the day, the human talent and the human capability, one has got to be able to, fall back on, right? If you want to be an innovative company leading into the future.
Yes, that's right.